In this video, I'm setting myself a time limit of 1 hour to build out a full startup using a no-code platform. Let's get straight into it. Alrighty, so I'm going to go to my timer. We're setting this for 1 hour, and so you can see in the top corner there, we've got 1 hour to build out a startup. So what I want to do is I'm going to go to DeepSearch on Grok, and I'm going to use Voice. I want to build out a startup that I can build in about an hour. So something simple, yet something I think that could be quite interesting. Give me about 5 to 10 ideas that I could build using a no-code platform. I'll be using Lovable, and I want to build like a software as a service and integrate things such as authentication and payments and so forth. Boom, cool. So let's go. DeepSearch. Okay, so Grok's done. So let's go up over here, and we've got a little table of ideas. So the first one here, digital product store, sell ebooks, templates. Okay, no, subscription-based newsletter. Already got one of those. Freelance gig platform, pet care tracker, budgeting app, language learning flashcards, event ticketing platform, home inventory manager, writing community platform. Okay, so we're going to go ahead with the language learning flashcards, and we're going to build out a full SaaS startup just by doing that. So I'm going to say, I like the language learning flashcards. Let's go with that one. I'm going to just say, give me, actually, let's do this. Give me the starting prompt for Lovable. Lovable, perfect. Okay, so we've got a starting prompt here. So let's copy that out. Cool. So we've got that. We're going to come to Lovable. We're going to pop that in, and we're going to go. Okay, so Lovable's building out all of our code that we need for all the different pages. And then once we hit the preview, we can then go ahead and iterate that and add in things like a backend to hold user details for login and signups. We can integrate Stripe so we can monetize the application, and we'll go through all of that. But so far, so good. You can't see the time at the top, so I'll just keep hovering as much as I can. We've got 53 minutes left. So about 7 minutes to get our idea off of Grok. And what I like about Grok is the deep research or deep search mode. Use that to, kind of brainstorm some ideas, and then you can use the think mode to get your first prompt and pop that straight into Lovable. Let it build out your code, and you can go ahead and vibe code the rest. The nice thing about Grok is this is free, so you're not paying for any of this. And then Lovable, I've covered this in previous videos, but I've got like their $20 a month. It's like the next level up from the free tier, which just allows me more prompts. But if you want to do this with a free tier, you can. Just know that you're going to be quite limited in the amount of prompts that you have. Okay, so we've got our first landing page. This is the first edit from Lovable, and it actually looks pretty decent. So it's called Flash Learn. I actually like that. So maybe I should go and try and see if www.flashlearn.com is available so I can get the domain. Learn languages with beautiful flashcards. Create your own custom flashcard decks and study at your own pace. The intuitive interface. Learning a new language has never been more enjoyable. Get started, login. Okay, so there's already a login and sign up button, which is quite cool. It's done that intuitively. I haven't actually asked for that. And then if we say elegant learning, try our intuitive card system with a simple tap to flip. Okay, so back, hello. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me, but designed for effective learning, upgrade to premium. It's given us the option to integrate monetization, which is pretty cool. And then we've got that all over here. So a nice landing page, all one page. So no multiple pages, which I actually like. I like it when it's all in just one complete page. So I like the actual UI. We might change this slightly and do something on the background, but let's focus on this component here first. We've got 48 minutes left. So if we go ahead, let's go back to Flash Learn. If we go ahead here and we say the actual flashcard example does flip around, but I'm trying to learn different languages. So when I flip it around, it just flips the whole card around. Ideally, shouldn't it be like the English is hello and like the Spanish version is like hola? Maybe we go Spanish. So English and Spanish, let's just focus on one language at the moment. That when you flip it, it changes and it gives you the actual next word, and that you can use that to test yourself, something like that. But maybe like do a little bit of an additional deep dive into that so that we can kind of fix that. Okay, so I've asked Lovable to fix that issue. If you guys don't know what I'm using something called Voice. There'll be a link in the description below. This allows you to actually use your voice rather than to text or to type out your prompts, which I like. It makes things so much more intuitive when I actually vibe code. I can just sit there and kind of talk through it. And it uses AI to actually understand what you want to say, not just what you're saying. So it's not just transcribing, it's actually using AI to understand. So if you correct yourself, it will take that correction into account. Pretty cool. Anyway, we've got 46 minutes. So let's see how this fixes this issue, because I like that it is flipping, click to flip, but it's not giving us anything. So let's fix that first, because that's the main thing we want to achieve here. And then we'll work on our sign up page and monetization. Okay, I understand that you've made the changes, but I'm not seeing them under the elegant learning experience section of the page where there's that flashcard. It still looks the same as it was. So please integrate the changes that you've made. Okay, so it's actually updated now. So if we say English is hello, click to flip, Spanish is hola, and I think it will actually give us the audio. Well, it's supposed to. But that's actually pretty cool in terms of pronunciation. I didn't actually even think of that. Lovable did. And it's also just changed the color grading here from that blue to black. 43 minutes, and at least this is working how it should. Okay, so let's improve our login and signups. I want users to be able to sign up, and I can capture their details in Supabase. So I want to connect to Supabase and then allow them to log in and have a profile where they can maybe choose a language to learn, and then we'll have cards that are created for them to actually learn English to whatever that language is that they choose. Okay, so it says it's set up Supabase, but we need to replace the placeholder Supabase URL and anonymous key with ours. So what we can do is go to the Supabase button in the top right corner. Top right corner, and we can connect over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new project. You can create multiple projects in Supabase. After you create an organization in Supabase, you can do this all for free. Supabase is your backend. Think of it that way. And it's cloud-based. So that there, we're going to create something called flashcard SaaS. Password, let's do something basic. Okay, cool. Create new project. I think I've got space for a project. Yep, I do. Okay, cool. Project status, done. Now, if you come to table editor, you'll be able to add tables, but it will create those dynamically for you. So you don't have to create like a profile table or whatever table. As long as it's connected to Supabase, Lovable will build your entire backend, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we've got flashcard SaaS here now. Connect. Cool, done. So that is sorted. Flashcard SaaS. Now let's go back to our project. Okay, so I didn't even do anything now. It just says I'm now connecting to your Supabase project to gather your database structure, tables, yada, yada, yada. And then it says here your app is now connected. We can now do user account and login, store and use real-time data, add advanced features, so forth, so forth. Okay, so we want to, if you plan to have the users log in, we highly recommend setting up authentication first. Okay, so I'm going to go here and say, yes, I would like to set up authentication in Supabase. Quick update on time. We have 38 minutes left. Okay, I'll help set up authentication using Supabase. Let's first create the necessary database tables thing, and then it asks you to approve the changes, apply changes. Here we should see, okay, there you see user profiles. It's created that table for us without us doing anything. So you can see here we've got user ID, full name, email, preferred language, created at, updated at, timestamps, done. Cool. So it's going to update that. Once it's updated that, we can test it to see if we can sign up and log in. One quick little trick when you're testing out your software as a service and you've done your authentication is come to the authentication tab in Supabase, then go into sign in, sign up, come down to authentication providers. You know when you authenticate via email and you sign up to an application and then you have to confirm via email? If we're using test emails and we're not live yet, we can't do that. So you want to come to email and you want to untick confirm email just for now while we test, so that you don't have to confirm email, else you'll never be able to sign in, because when you sign up, it says confirm your email and it's not connected to the internet, so you won't be able to. So once you deploy, you can come and enable this, then you'll be sorted. So just go there, save that, boom. Okay, so now we can go ahead and try and sign up. So let's sign up. Let's try, my name is Jagger. Let's try my surname, do a password. Email and password, create account. Okay, that looks like it worked. Now let's go to Jagger. We can actually check on Supabase over here. If we come back to database, tables, user profiles. Oh, sorry, let's go to table editor, user profiles. Oh, there we go. Did load. There, Jagger, my email, all that. So that's working, which is great. If we come here and we sign in, Boom, we can sign in. Okay, so now this is our main landing page. It looks pretty decent. We've got an upgrade to premium button already, and we've got some decks up and running already. So we've got Spanish basics, 24 cards, French vocab, Japanese hiragana. I don't know if that is, maybe that's the word for vocab. I'm not too sure. Okay, let's do Spanish. So if we say study, we say English. So hola is hello. Next, gracias should be thank you. Yep, it is. Okay, cool. Next. Por favor is, damn, my Spanish isn't too great. Please. Yep, there we go. Cool. Buenos dias. Isn't that good evening? Good morning. My bad. And we come back to hola. Right, so we've got 4. We've got cards 3 or 4 there. Back to dashboard. And maybe we'll only get 3 cards from the Spanish, from the French one here as well. Oh, bonjour. Merci. Okay. Let me stop embarrassing myself. Okay, so we've got 3 sets over there. We can create a new deck. We can actually add in all of our cards. So you can actually create your own deck. So it's like a study deck type of thing, which is not really what we want. Okay, so come back to home. Oh, okay. So let's go profile, dashboard, subscription. Okay, so these are subscriptions that Lovable's given us. Free plan, up to 5 flashcard decks, up to 50 cards per deck, basic study features. And then here, create unlimited flashcard decks. Okay, so what I want to do here is we want to come over here. So we've got our authentication working. We can sign up users. We can have them log into our software as a service. Now let's work on monetizing that. And there's nothing worse than what are we doing this all for? We're going to build out a free application. We want to monetize it. We want people to pay us for it. So easiest way to do that is with Stripe. Easiest way to do that is just to come to Lovable. Awesome. This is looking great. Could we please integrate Stripe for monetization? Cool. So I'm going to do that. I'm just telling it I want to integrate Stripe. We'll then have to go and open up Stripe and create a test account on Stripe and then link the two with an API key. So you'll see here, let's first get your Stripe API keys. Please provide them. And I will jump back now. Let's go to Stripe. This is the right profile. Okay, so we're going to go to test mode. Once you're in test mode, what you want to do is you want to come down to the developers tab. Yep, developers tab. And you want to go to API keys. Okay, so what I did was I've jumped back to Lovable because I don't want to show you guys my API keys, obviously. And what you want to do is literally go and click this button, add API key. It will bring up this window, and then you want to paste in your API key that you'll copy from Stripe. You submit that, it will then link. So I've now updated my API keys you asked for, and Lovable will then do all that integration and hold those keys in Supabase in the backend. Okay, and 2 more things you need to do from a Stripe perspective is set your Stripe price ID and your Stripe webhook secrets. So Stripe ID, price ID is easy. You're gonna come to payment links. You're gonna create a new payment link, which is just all you're doing is creating your $9.99 a month recurring revenue. So every month it will take that amount off of the debit card that the person or credit card that the person uses. Or you can do a once-off payment, but usually for SaaS, it's going to be recurring. You then get your product and you set that. So in this case, test 1 is $9.99 in my case. And if you click into that, get to a pricing, you click into that, you then have this price ID at the top. You copy that ID, you come back here and you say, here is my price ID and here is my webhook secret. Webhook secret is easy. It actually gives you a link. So if you go to your dashboard, you'll come to your workbench where your webhooks are. You can create a new destination webhook there. All you want to do is literally go in there and copy out the webhook secret. There we go. You want to copy that. So you're going to copy your webhook secret. And once you've done that, it then links to your webhook secret as well as your price ID. So let's give it that information and see how we go with that. Okay, we got 22 minutes left. So what you want to do now is that is up and running from a Stripe perspective. You want to then go and publish. This is important. So you want to publish, so this makes it live via a Lovable link, which you can link to your own custom domain. But it's just going to give us a play around link, this learning-file flashcards.lovable.app. That is updated. Then you want to go, and in my opinion, it's the best way to do this is copy that, go to your browser, create a incognito window. And then what you want to do here is we're going to log in. Boom, we do. And then I want to say upgrade now. I want to say upgrade to premium. And this should get us to our Stripe page over here. We can then use play around details. So like a play or test card is 424242424242. And then, so let's go 0927. And your CVV, I think, can be anything. I think it's 111. Full name, I'm just going to say Jagger. Yeah, that's where I'm based. Subscribe. So this is just using like a test card because this is all just a test scenario. So it should say processing. It should be successful. Okay, it is successful. It should take us back to our card over here. Okay, so our subscription is not working. So the main thing we have to do now is we have to come back to Lovable, and we need to say, once I click upgrade to premium and I pay using Stripe, I come back to this page, but I'm not logged in I'm not upgraded to a premium user. Please fix that. Okay, so we have to create some database structure. So let's apply these changes. Okay, so we should have it working now. So I'm going to update the URL. We're going to just redeploy and we can try this again. I'm just thinking in terms of time, 18 minutes. I still want to do some UI changes to make this look a little bit nicer. But this is our main hurdle we want to get through. So let's load up the page over here. Let's log in. Let's upgrade to premium. Okay, and then let's subscribe. Okay, so subscription successful. You're now a premium subscriber. Let's go back to our dashboard. It does still say to upgrade to premium. So it's giving us the option. It's not actually picking up the subscription. Okay, so we need to go back to Lovable. So let's close that. Let's come back here and we'll say, I'm able to complete my Stripe setup, and my subscription. And it says I'm successfully subscribed, but then my profile is still on the free plan and not on the premium plan. So, there's still that ability to upgrade to premium. So that needs to be fixed. Alrighty, so let's go through that. We still have 15 minutes. Okay, so we might have fixed this. Let's publish once again. We have 13 minutes. It's going to be a tight one. Stripe's given us a little bit of issues today, which is all part of the fun of this and then the journey of figuring this out. So once that's updated, we can then go over here. Let's go profile. Subscription. Upgrade to premium. 0927 111 Jagger. Subscribe. Alrighty, so we are a premium user. So we've got access to all the premium features. You can obviously see if we go to subscription, we've now got current plan, and then we can say downgrade not available. That should be integrated. You should allow people to be able to cancel their subscriptions. So do keep that in mind. That is a little bit of a hole. Given we have got 11 minutes left, I want to work on the user interface. The way we're going to do this is we're going to be using my favorite 21st.dev. This is a free platform that allows and gives you a whole bunch of UI components. One thing that I think is pretty cool is this one over here, which is this beautiful, like it moves with your cursor and adds all this color all over the screen. What you can do here is you can copy the prompt. So let's say open component. You can copy prompts and then you can choose for which no-code builder. So in our case, Lovable. And we can go ahead and copy the prompt exactly for Lovable. So that being said, let us integrate this. Okay, so I'm going to say, I want to change the homepage background at the top to this beautiful UI component. I'm going to give you the code below. Okay, so let's do that. Paste that in. Boom. Okay, so if we come back to our home page, hopefully the background now changes where it says learn languages with beautiful flashcards to that background, which will be pretty cool. Now we've got 9 minutes. So let's actually go back to 21st.dev in the meantime while that loads, and we can look at some other things we want to do. One of the things was the actual cards. So if we go and say features, okay, display cards. Yeah, like this. So think about our cards. If you could have the cards like that, something like that, I think. Okay, so let us see. And if we come onto our page, look how beautiful that is. Okay, it's obviously across our entire page. So what we would want to maybe do is only put it in this section, but it is pretty cool. So, and you can see like how reactive it is, and it just adds like another dynamic, which is pretty cool. Let's see, what's 6 minutes? Let's see if we can integrate this. So let's copy our prompt over here, copy that. Let's come back over there. And let's say for the actual cards in the dashboard, I would like them to be shown in the following manner using the UI component I'm going to paste below. Cool. Let's go over there. Let's paste that in there. Cool. So let's see if we can do this as our last thing. We've got 5 minutes, 28 seconds. Alrighty, so we've got a bunch of errors that that's caused. We've got 4 minutes to go. So let's see if we can just get those last piece complete before that. Okay, and with 1 minute, 15 seconds left, let us just go to our dashboard and you can see here that we've actually got our Spanish basics, French vocab, and then the Japanese hiragana. Butchering that, but you can see over there. So if you click on that, I don't think you can even click on those. So you need to make them clickable, but you could line them up like that then versus what we did have. And that's using 21st.dev, which is pretty cool. That being said, guys, this is our, once it loads here, this was our SaaS that we built in an hour. We've got 38 seconds to go. So I'm going to use the last 30 seconds just to say, I really hope it was beneficial to show you how you can set up authentication, signups, logins. You can set up Stripe to, start monetizing your application and then, improve your UI using something like 21st.dev. Those are really the only 3 tools you need in order to build something out. And if you need some ideas, go to Grok, use DeepSearch, get a list of startup ideas, build your startup using Lovable and all these extra little tools. Not even that many extra little tools. It's like Supabase and 21st.dev. And you guys can get a SaaS up and running in an hour. We're done. All right, let me switch this off. Cool. So after all of that, I'm just going to say one last thing. If you found this beneficial, please do consider liking and subscribing. It does amazing things for the channel. We just hit over 4,000 subscribers. I'm thankful to each and every one of you. If you are watching this and you have not liked, have not subscribed, I really ask that you do so. If you got some benefit out of this, it allows me to understand this is the direction that people want me to carry on going in. And these are the type of videos I should carry on creating and double down in. Help me out so I can help you guys out and create better and better content as I go forward. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.